Alright, so on today's zombie video, now that I've had a day of gameplay to get to know the map a little bit better, I am going to be showing you how to successfully build the aircraft to make your escape attempt from the Alcatraz prison. You might recognize this footage right now as from my previous video, as I just wanted to have a little bit of the beginning footage for me playing single player to explain what needs to be done. If you've had any experience with this map, I'm sure everybody knows how interesting it all is and how there is, to be rumored, a much more secret Easter egg than just getting off the island in the plane that you build. So anyways, the first thing you'll notice when you get in is that there's a checklist. You need the warden's key and then the 5 parts to make the airplane. And the escape plan even simply states, you need to find the warden's key, you need to get the parts, you need to assemble the plane on the roof, and then get the hell off the island.
Hey, check it out.
So, they pointed out pretty easy. You look on the map, all the check marks show you which area of the map where you'll find all 5 of the parts. So, let's begin with the warden's key. So, the first part that you'll need will be the warden's key, and the warden's key can spawn in one of 2 places. It either spawns on the left hand side, which is the door that I've gone through now, pathway, or the other pathway from spawn. The key, if it would spawn up on that ledge. You'd see it there, it'd be electrocuting, hanging from up there, and the way to get it down would be to go into spectral mode, is what I like to call it. And if you look up on top of the railing, you would see a hole to jump up and through into that top area, and you'd have to zap this machine that's lit up, and it would unshock the key. Now we'll go to the footage on the other side where the key is. Okay, so from spawn, you go through the other set of doors, which when you open the first door does open that first door right there that I just walked through, and you want to go to the middle level here, and you want to keep going through there to the other side of the prison where the warden's office is, in case you have any reference where that is. As you can see, we did try coming over here in the middle of a round, so we're just sitting here and gonna shoot some zombies. Unsuccessfully, they're kind of overwhelming us, but that's no problem, because you just go into the afterlife if you go down, no big deal. Okay, so in the warden's key, you just go through there, down the main walkway here, and all the way to the end of this long hallway, which is the way I was backing up, just waiting for my friend to catch up. Okay, and since I got downed by the key, I figured while I'm in spectral mode, like I like to call it, I'll just grab it. So you see the portal up there, jump through there, shock the machine that's lit up, and then also if you follow this back corner, you can shock that control panel to open the door to the warden's office, and you don't have to pay to open that door. And now that I shocked the thing, you can go up and grab the key. Okay, so the first of 5 parts is upstairs in the infirmary, which if you went through the first door that I did on this map, which is the left-hand side as I like to refer to it as, it'll be up here in the infirmary, and the reason why I need the key to get it is because the key locks the door. My friend just picked it up, it was just in the crate inside that other room. Not too hard of a part to find or see, just gotta go around and explore. And then now my friend right now is going into the afterlife to open up the roof, because this door off to my right here with the symbol on it, when you're in the afterlife, you can walk through it. See, I had to tell my friend what to do because he wasn't sure, because he's never done that before. I've always done it. And then that lets you climb up to the roof, and then you'll be able to shock the panel next to the roof access door. So you can actually go up there and start putting your parts into the plane. And another cool thing that we found out is the parts that you accumulate, that you find around the map for the acid thing and the zombie shield, they don't take up like an inventory space, they just magically go into your pouch or whatever, and then at any one point, once you have all 3 parts to build it, you can just go to any workbench and build it. But the parts for the plane, you actually do carry. Now, you don't see a symbol in the thing, but up there on the top now, instead of saying that my friend was carrying it, it has a check mark next to it because we put it onto the plane. So you can still check pressing your select button to see who has what part of the plane in their inventory. It'll say P1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever. Right now it's just me and my friend playing, so we only have 2 hands to carry parts, which makes it a little bit more tedious since you have to keep running around the map. And the next part here actually requires more of a 2-step process. The part itself is actually located up in the warden's office, which you may have seen because there's like this electric gate in there, and if you do rub up against it, it does hurt you. So the thing is, it was writing on the wall that says the power lies below. So what that was referring to is on the docks here, you have to come to the side generator room, and you have to find the 3 generators that are lit up, like that's the first one, the second one, and then the third one will be through the wall here. And as you see, the cables on the ground are highlighted, so they won't be hard to miss. So you have to zap all 3 of them. That overloads the generator, which in turn allows you to get into the electrified gate, which will no longer be electrified once we get up to the warden's office. Okay, so now we're back up in the prison, back topside, not down by the docks. Running into the warden's office, this gate is no longer electrified. Just open it with your key and grab the part. It's that easy. Just first it took you a while to figure out that the generators is what you needed to take out in order to get in there. But now that you know, it's easy to do, and repeat, repeat, and repeat. The third actual part for the plane is also the very south end, if you will, bottom side of the docks, right by the generators that we did. It's through the gate down there, which is right next to the Tommy gun, which is on the wall, which my friend bought, and he said it's pretty good, shoots lots of bullets. So you run out of ammo quickly, but whatever. And for this part, you need 2 people to cooperate. Because if you read the sign, which is to the right of the gate, it says 2 is better than 1. So you need your one buddy to down himself with the thing. He opens the gate, you gotta grab the part, and then he zaps the thing again so that the gate out opens. And then now you have the third part to the plane. Woohoo! You're over halfway done.
This looks like it should fit into something else.
The fourth part for the plane here is in the tunnels. If you're coming from the dock, it's just through the gate and or the generator room, and you just follow the tunnels upwards. That's the panel that you'll need to use, and at the very top of this tower here, if you will, more like a giant staircase, thought it was kind of like a lighthousey type thing, is the panel that leads you to the afterlife. Alright, so once you're in the afterlife, on the way down, you'll see numbers on the left there. First one being 2, 7, and 1. So that is how many times you have to zap this machine down here so that the code pops up, 2, 7, 1. Once you do that, they'll blink to acknowledge that you did it right, the cage will drop. Your partner, or yourself, if you're playing by yourself, you don't revive yourself, run down, goes down at the very bottom and picks it up, which my friend just did. So now you have 4 of the 5 parts for the plane. Alright, and the very last piece that you need, the 5th piece, is an item of clothing from the laundry room. So first you'll have to open the gate in front of the laundry room before going in spectral form, and then you want to down yourself and go in and zap the power box. Then someone in human form needs to go over to the laundry machine and press X to activate it. And once someone does that, the exits are going to seal with fire, and you're going to be locked in, and zombies are going to spawn for a little bit, and you just have to survive the zombies that spawn. And once you do that, then the piece of clothing shall be yours. And this is your 5th and final piece of clothing to build the airship to get away. Yeah, this place, the laundry room, is located just beneath the infirmary. of which you do have to power that door in order through the wall from just upstairs where the warden key might spawn. You have to go into the wall to open the door, otherwise it won't be open right there. Or you can go through the tunnels to get there. And now that you have the final piece, now all you need to do is go to the roof and assemble the ship. Okay, once to the roof, put in your final pieces to your airship, and stand on the platform to the back end of the ship and find where it says press X to get on the ship. Trust me, I did this once and one of my friends didn't get on because he couldn't find the sweet spot. It's a little bit touchy, especially if there are zombies chasing you. So all you do, it takes like 5 seconds, and you take off. And just like you wanted, you instrumented your escape plan and executed it with excellence. Until the bridge! So every time that you do this, because you can repeat this multiple times, I believe that's what the one achievement means by completing the cycle 3 times. That means coming back here to the bridge 3 times. So when you get here, you'll be greeted with the Pack-a-Punch machine as well as the warden fellow. Which he's not such a nice fellow. And in order to survive, in order to get off the bridge, you have to survive 1 full wave on the bridge. And then over on the other side, where the banners are in the background there, if you can kind of see that, the other side of the bridge that we're not on, electric chairs will appear, and if you want to leave the bridge, everyone who is on the bridge has to all get into the electric chairs, and you basically die. I know, sounds nice, doesn't it? Also, I'll let the gameplay go off here, because there is an achievement for surviving 1 whole round on the bridge after round 15. This achievement is a little touchy. As you can see right now, you think, oh, hey, it's round 18, this would probably count as the wave. No. It doesn't count as the wave. It counts as the initial wave because you have to survive, like, a wave on the bridge for the electric chairs to appear for you to even get off of the bridge. Which can sometimes be a bitch. Because it is pretty close quarters and everything just comes from the sides and, like, runs at you. But if you have the right weapons, and especially since you've been pack-a-punching, it shouldn't be too hard. But as you can see, I just went through like all my ammo for my 1 gun there. Which is a little bit ridiculous. Alright, so it is now going to round 19. Round 19 in my game would be the round that you would have to survive to get the achievement. I think it's like GG Bridge, like good game. This is normally the death of people. Because it's very hard. So, first thing you'll notice, there are 2 wardens that spawned. I believe every time that you survive around on the bridge, there'll be 1 more warden, and you can literally stay here until you die. Which wouldn't be hard, because this bridge is really hard. So after successfully fending off this horde, then my friend acknowledged that he got the achievement. And it was the same way for me when I got it when I was playing solo. Which, sadly, I was not recording. This works just as well. I hope you guys enjoyed the video about how to get all the plane parts, and this will score you a 75G achievement, and as you can see I just went down. Yay, lame sauce. And before we go, I have one last thing to show you. I'm sure you've been wondering what those dogs do that come out. Well, I'm going to tell you what happens, and I'm going to put up another video with more detail into it and actually showing what you get, but I just wanted to talk you guys through it for now, so then maybe you can get started doing this in your own games, in case you didn't know how to do this. Alright, so here's the last tidbit. So I'm sure you've noticed the dogs coming out of the wall. Yeah, you're always wondering what the hell do they do. Maybe you've noticed they've been sucking up dead bodies, yeah. Well, I'm going to let you know what they do. So I'm down by the 1 dog that's at the docks. There are a total of 3 dogs on the map. There's the one at the docks, there's the one in the middle of the map up in the prison, and there's the one upstairs in the infirmary just below the stairwell that leads up to the roof. So what you want to do is the dogs appear whenever you kill stuff in front of them because they suck up the dead bodies and eat them. Because apparently they are hungry. Because they look just like the hellhounds. Got no idea what kind of inferences Treyarch meant with that, because this does take place, if you've noticed the zombies' eyes, before Richtofen controls the zombies, because this is Prohibition era. Which is kind of weird, because sometimes when you're in the afterlife, you can hear Richtofen cackling. So you want to shoot them enough, and the dogs will suck up the dead bodies, and then once the dog is full of eating dead bodies, then the dog will go into the wall, and there'll be a symbol where he does pop out, and it'll be glowing red, and that signifies that the dog's done, because you filled up his belly. And you want to do that to all three of the dogs, and then that'll unlock a special area in the tunnels. And the special area in the tunnels is right up here at the top of the giant stairwell, or just through the door from the laundry room. Proceed through the gate here, and if you look over here on this wall, you'll see the three dog symbols above this wall. When you fed all three dogs, the wall will disappear, and there will be a tomahawk inside. Sorry about that, ran out of video footage to talk over, so I'll just put on some random video footage. Anyways, as I was saying, if you kill, or don't kill, you feed all three of the dogs, that wall will disappear, and inside you'll find the tomahawk, which is nicknamed the Hell's Retriever, which also gets you a 10 gamer point achievement for the Xbox. And what the Hell's Retriever tomahawk does is you can throw it at enemies. It'll bounce around on a couple enemies and then come back to you. It has a little recharge, like a couple seconds, 5-ish seconds before you can throw it again. Also found out that the tomahawk can be used and thrown to retrieve the power-ups, max ammo, double points and stuff, because one time I was riding away on the gondola, and the max ammo was on the gondola, so I thought it was going to come with me, so I was going to reload real quick, but it didn't, so I panicked and just chucked the tomahawk, and the tomahawk went out, grabbed the max ammo, brought it back, and I was like, well, that's cool, it's pretty sweet. And there's also rumors on the internet that the tomahawk will have some importance on the super secret Easter egg on this map, not the straightforward just build the plane and escape. Even though that one is worth 75 Gs, because normally the main Easter egg's worth the 75 G achievement. But I believe the super secret Easter egg on this map is the one where you have to break the cycle, of which people will slowly uncover what to do, because I'm never very good at figuring out what to do, because it's always like, oh, go shoot this random obscure object, touch this obscure object, make sure you do this, do that, step here, don't step there, blow up this place, don't blow up that place, don't kill the warden, what? Okay, whatever. But anyways, I bid you adieu, and I'll try to get up a better video showing the gameplay of me feeding all three of the dogs and getting the Hell's Retriever. And I also know how to get the super secret music Easter egg on this map. Ooh, you have to find 3 whiskey bottles. But I'll make another better video of that, because the current video I have, you can't even hear the song. So I'll have to change some options so that you can actually hear that. But until next time, stay frosty, my friends.